Good morning, Mr. Kusta. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come sit down with me. Now let me get straight to the point. What made you want to create this school?
Good morning, thank you for having me. Well, I realized that the American school system was inefficient in maintaining the students' mental health, and a lot of them reported that they were extremely stressed and anxious primarily because of school, and this inspired me to create a place where students could go and improve on themselves and not self-destruct.
So, Mr. Kusta, tell me a little bit about your decision to start school later in the day.
Well, when we initially started thinking about ways to improve the services of a high school, our main focus was not only our students' success, but also their mental and social health. So we referenced the study performed by Dr. Mary Cascadon from Brown University, and she taught us that as teens mature, they produce this sleep hormone called melatonin later in the day, and it also stops working later in the morning. So with that said, students naturally want to go to sleep later at night and want to wake up later in the morning. So we decided to make school start later just to accommodate, the natural sleep cycle that the teenagers have.
Alright, that's interesting. And I've already had experience with the looping system in the past. What made you implement this in your school?
Yeah, well, actually, when I was in middle school in Europe, the education board there made it so that students from grades 1 to 9 had the same teacher, and I personally developed a relationship with my teacher so much that my mom and her became friends and could check in on my grades without it being awkward. And so we took a lot of inspiration from an article done by the American Association of School Administration, and it argued that the looping system actually developed a more friendly environment in class because the teacher and their students had a better relationship, and it also decreased bullying, and all sorts of things benefited from that looping system.
Thank you, Mr. Kusta. Good morning, Mr. Barney. Now, I heard that homework will be optional in your school instead of it being mandatory. Why is that?
Pleasure to be here. So we came to this decision through research. We surveyed a number of students by the Journal of Experimental Education, and the majority of students, about 70%, said they were stressed over homework. Of those students, 50% of them said that homework was a primary stressor. So to reduce this, we decided to make homework optional for students with a grade above a 75%. This will give students the chance to make their own decision, making them grow as a person. But for those with a grade under 75%, they will have to do homework because we still do believe that homework will increase your opportunity to learn the material.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Barney. Good afternoon, Mr. Sakal. Now help me try and envision a picture in my head of what your school will look like, and tell me why you made those changes.
It's good to be here. When I was designing this school, I did research on what would be the most beneficial architecture for the students. Exposure to sunlight increases serotonin levels, which improves mood and focus during the day. I designed the school with a lot of windows, such as domes in every classroom, to maximize the exposure to sunlight. While this saves on electricity, it also boosts our students' focus, mood, and test scores. And in combination with later start times, students are able to maximize their sunlight intake, which will improve their overall mental health.
Thank you, Mr. Sakal. Well, you heard it here, folks. New Dawn seems to be like the real deal. Might have to roll my kid into that. Well, thank you for watching.